G'day viewers, I'm Tim.
And I'm Don.
And together we are miAim, the improvised line, an innovative method. Welcome to our channel, guys. We're all about playing music, improvisation and the cycle of movable keys. Today we're looking at the anatomy of the improvised line. In the last few videos on the Elements of Music series, we have looked at triads and tetrachords and the major scale and the 7 modes within it. Today we're going to combine those two videos a little bit and show you how to actually use that information. I'm going to show you the basic and most common chord progression of 1, 4 and 5 in both triads, which are 3-note chords, and tetrachords, which are 4-note chords in each of the 7 modes. The 1, 4, 5 chord progression is the most common chord progression because it occurs in the cycle of keys. So 1, in this case C, because we're going to play everything in C major today, is the tonic key, F is the subdominant or the 4th, and G is the dominant or the 5th. That occurs all the way around the cycle of keys. So if you're playing in B flat, the 4th would be E flat and the 5th would be F. The same if you're playing in B, the 4th would be G flat and the 5th or the dominant would be E. So that works all the way around the cycle of keys. So everything we do today is transferable into any key, and we're just working in the key of C major so that you can see all the chords we played using only the white notes of the piano. We're going to look at all 7 modes. We're going to play the chords as triads and then as tetrachords or 4-note chords, and you'll hear the difference of the cadences or the endings that they produce. So we're going to begin with the Ionian, the tonic key. So the 1st, 4th and 5th notes of the C major scale are C, F and G, and they will be our chords. The tetrachords will be C major 7th, F major 7th, G7 and C major 7th. Sounds a bit funny, but that's what the major 7th chord produces, that nice interesting cadence. The Dorian would start on the 2nd note of the C major scale. Doesn't quite sound finished, but that's the beauty of playing in different modes. So the triads for the Dorian and the tetrachords D minor 7th, G 7th, A minor 7th and then D minor 7th. The Phrygian is the 3rd note or the mediant of the scale. It has a very minor sound, very minor mode, so the chords are all minor. E minor, A minor, B minor, back to E minor. The triads would sound like this. The Lydian is the 4th or the subdominant. The chords will be F, B minor and C. And the tetrachords, F major 7th, B minor 7, C major 7th, now we're using inversions on the chords today, so an inversion, the root position of a chord is as it appears in the major scale. A first inversion will put the root note or the tonic note on top, and the second inversion puts the tonic note in the middle. So that's all an inversion is. If we look at the tetrachords, we'll do a C dominant 7th tetrachord, first inversion, and back to the root position. The mixolydian is the 5th or the dominant. Its chords would be G, C and D minor. And the tetrachords, G 7th, C major 7th, D minor 7th and back to G7. The aeolian or the submediant is the 6th position and is of course the relative minor of the tonic or the Ionian key. Relative minors share the same key signature. The aeolian scale certainly sounds minor and all the chords are minor. A minor, D minor and E minor. The tetrachords sound like this. The Locrian is the 7th, the subtonic or the leading note. It always sounds unfinished and leaves the listener begging. Even the scale sounds unfinished. So let's have a listen to the 1, 4 and 5 chords, B minor, E minor and F. B minor 7th, E minor 7th, F major 7th and B minor 7th. So remember, in all the mode scales they use the notes of the C major scale but begin on a different note each time. Of course everything we've looked at today is completely transferable on the cycle of keys, so if you were playing in a different key then we'd have a look at the key signature for that key and then apply that to the 7 scales within that key. So the cycle of keys is always our reference point.
For the complete story on these modes, log on to our website at miAim.com.au and acquire the necessary companions. Of course, if you're already up to speed with the individual companions, you might like to upgrade to the Occidental Handbook, an encyclopedia of improvisation in music. It contains all the scales, chords, rotations, progressions, plus new notations of chords for the 21st century and beyond. All other types of scales, such as pentatonic scales, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 note scales, are fully explored in the Oriental Handbook and the Chromatics Handbook, available on our website.
Thanks, Don. That's been great. For more information on the elements of music, be sure to check out our other short videos in this series. We upload short and informative videos every weekend as we continue to create a level playing field for all musicians who wish to reach their full potential at music, improvisation and composition. If you haven't already, please make sure you improvate your way down to the subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up and comment on this video. If you have any other questions, you can post them below or contact us via our website at miAim.com.au. Thanks very much for watching miAim, the improvised line, an innovative method, and we'll catch you guys next week with more music information. See ya!